hopping on. How are you today? We're going to be using the new Viral palette from Ophir. So, I'm really excited. TrimFit in greens. This palette is stunning. Say hey when you're hopping on. Here we go. There's a reason this palette has been viral, and it is seriously because it is absolutely beautiful. The way it looks on your eyes, I especially love it if you're wearing any sort of like pinks, mauves, where you want to really accentuate those colors. So good. Does anyone have this yet? You can save if you use the code GLAM30. So 30% off site-wide. I'm going to put the links in the description of this video as well. You can always drop the word me below and I'll send you the link list right to your inbox in case you don't want to like not be able to find it one day. But this is the Quiet Bloom palette. Good morning. Let's put some primer on and make our drink. Okay, so I had a non-scale victory today. And if you're someone who has PCOS or you insulin resistance, you struggle with weight loss, then you might understand what I'm saying. But I purposely have been a little in a funk lately, so I haven't been actually weighing because I was just getting sad. And if I didn't see movement or whatever. So I was like, I'm not going to weigh right now because it just hasn't been great on my mental health. But today I tried on a pair of pants that I got a few weeks ago that did not fit me, and they fit. So I'm gonna show them to you. I got them in a local store here, and I also found them on Amazon. So you guys, I could not get these buttons, and not only do they fit, but like they are not crazy tight. Like I could not get them on and buttoned. Like they were just like bleh. And I was like, they're so cute. They look like Free People, but they're like Amazon prices. I'm obsessed with them, and I was so sad, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just put this, not taking them back. They didn't have a bigger size, or I probably would have done that. But I was like, I'm just going to put these as my like goal pants. It's a really exciting day for me. Good morning. Just celebrate all the wins. Hi, what is everybody doing today? I have an interesting scenario. We are going today to look at a house. I know this sounds crazy, but there might be someone who's interested in buying our house, and if we could possibly flip our house. We've flipped multiple houses in the past. Typically not ones we're living in, but if it ends up being a good financial thing, then we might possibly be selling our house. I'll keep you updated. And so we're looking at something that like, if that happened, what would we do? And so nothing like for sure yet of what's going on in our lives, but that's what we're doing today. So anyways, we shall see. I love where we are. I feel like we've done a really cute job with redecorating, like redoing like all the work we put into it, and I love it. I feel very safe here. I love where we are, but we do have a lot of people in this house all the time, and the girls, as they're getting older, they want their separate bedrooms. They share a bedroom now, and so we figured we would be here for like probably 2 or 3 years, and then maybe try and get a house that had a couple more, maybe one extra bedroom or an extra bedroom and a guest room. But then, for example, like we have family coming to town. We have Adam's cousin and his fiance are coming, and they're staying a week. Then a couple weeks later, my cousin and his girlfriend are coming, and they're staying a week. Then my dad is staying for 2 months. Then my sister is staying for 3 weeks, and we have 0 guest rooms, and they're just gonna be on air mattresses here in my office and in the living room and whatever. So This is not a for sure. We love where we are, but just praying about it because I'm like, okay, if we have the opportunity that someone wants this, at least to look at our options. So it's kind of fun. And it could just fall through or whatever, but I'm like, what a world we live in. Greens and TrimFit. I just hate moving that much too, same. Luckily we don't have a ton of things. We would, if we sold, we would sell it furnished. So, but then you have to find all the things for the next place. You think we must be crazy and we must love chaos. I'm working through that. I'm going to start back to therapy, but I have a friend who's like a life coach, and she was like, how do you feel when your life is calm? And I was like, I don't really know how to like handle relaxing. I do feel like I'm like, okay, I feel like I should be doing something, or I don't know why. So I'm gonna work on it. Okay, make lean. These are peptides. They're a good GLP-1 alternative, I think. They are in the description of the video. I was gonna say, I don't know if I'll link to those, but I'm taking them every day because we're gonna get to our goals, my friends. But this could be absolutely nothing. I have no idea. Or it could be something. So we shall see. See, okay, this is the other part. Last night I got sentimental about like, I feel like I love where we are right now. I have the peacocks across the street from us, which would sound maybe silly to other people, but I really love it. And then we have a neighbor that we haven't seen her in a long time, but we saw her and her husband, and his sister lives down the street. And she's 88 and he is 90. And we sat outside and talked with them for an hour last night. Beta played. His sister, who's 77, like made us all like lattes with steamed milk and espresso, and they are Puerto Rican. They've lived here their whole lives. They're so sweet. Josie, who is our 88-year-old neighbor, she was like God has brought you to me because you're my baby doll, like to Veda. And just, I don't know. So I'm not rushing into anything, but we are seeing what our options are because we are self-employed. And so if the opportunity that we could flip this house, and some people don't want to come here, like it is hard to get workers, to get your house renovated, to get all the things put in. And some people don't want to come in and wait like months and months for their house to look the way they want. And so it makes it a little more desirable that it's already updated. And that part doesn't bother me. Like I don't care to go into another house, fix it up, and then, but I do feel like it's so good to have like peace. So I'm trying to find a balance of what makes sense for like our lives. Like this is literally my husband's job. He like manages real estate and flips things and does like big projects and stuff. And so anyways, this one might just be one for the living project. I don't know. It's like, well, you don't know. And then if I don't feel good about it, we just won't do it. That's it. So we're just weighing out our options. Is anyone else that you're like, I also am like, I feel like this world is so temporary. Sometimes you're like, well, if you get a good opportunity, go for it. And a lot of people would have said never to move here. Like we had like our dream life in Tennessee. And I'm like, this has been the best experience of my adult life. So, you know, you don't know unless you probiotic and try it. Okay, here we go. I use Ophir's foundation. This is the shade Cardamom. It is so good. And I wanted to remind you about a goodie, like a really good product that is a blush shade that they have. Now, I have to order a new one because I dropped mine when I was getting ready on an airplane once, and I never threw it away because it's so good and I struggle with throwing things away. So I have a broken blush, but it is the most beautiful color. I really do need to order another one, but I'm gonna show it to you anyways, even though it's broken, because it is absolutely beautiful and amazing for summer. So, okay, so what am I drinking? TrimFit and greens are from a company called Beautiful You. I've been taking them for years now and absolutely love them. They help with your mood, they help with cravings. Greens help you stay regular and like getting minerals and vitamins that you're lacking in your diet. TrimFit helps with appetite control, energy. And then recently, in the last like 2 months, I started adding in like a natural peptide, which is similar to like something like GLP-1, but not. It's like a natural version, and it's just a pill form, and it helps with visceral fat loss is what it's like specializes in, and that product is called Make Lean. The brand is Make, and the product is Lean, and it's like tablets. That's what I'm taking. We did get the TV up. Yes, we got the TV up. You lived in a place for 17 or 18 years and you don't plan on moving anytime you're comfortable. And the rent is so much lower than anywhere else. See, that's so good. So we would only do this if it's like a financial win. Does that make sense? Like if we can get a significant amount more than we put into it and renovated it and all of that, then that's why we would look into it, and then we would buy something about the same, like not super upgrade, but maybe something that has an extra bedroom. But again, if it doesn't happen, it's no big deal. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ophir's blush. This one's broken, but you know it's good when you're like, I'm not throwing that away. This is the shade Current. And a little goes a long way. Barely tap. Look at this color. Oh. I don't know why I wanted to sing the national anthem. Oh, does anyone else like have songs pop into your head all day? Like I'm like, oh, I love that. And then it pops in like, oh, say, can you see? So Fit Check Movement will work with your Apple program. So your Apple Health, your Apple Watch, your Oura Ring, and I will double check on a Fitbit. I believe a Fitbit would work, but I haven't, I would assume if it works with your Apple Health, then, which I think a Fitbit does, then it should track to the app. So here we go, let's do, setting powder was in the shade medium, and it is just gonna blur out all of the imperfections. I kind of have to be a little quick because Adam is at the Ace Hardware dropping his car off, and he needs me to pick him up. So I've also been supposed to get blood work done for like the last week to check my progesterone levels and all the things, and I have not. Every time I've gone, they close at 3:30, and every time I've gone, I'm like, I have something happening and I haven't gotten to do it. So I'm going to prioritize myself at some point soon. Oh no. Diane, please keep my dog Bailey in your prayers. She was urinating blood yesterday, so many clots. Oh, I hope she's better soon. I'm so sorry. You turned everything into a song. Your father was a musician. So see, I can't actually sing. Well, you guys get to witness my singing. And I wish I could. I honestly, when I get to heaven, I'm gonna be like, Lord, I just wish so hard I could paint and I could sing. And maybe one day I'll get to practice painting and get better, but it doesn't come naturally, you know? And painting, singing, because it would just be great. But I definitely am like, a song comes to mind. We'll say that. Okay, how beautiful is this combo? So if you have like a great base, I know we're showing the Viral palette today, but just hear me out, hear me out. If you have a great, we're using the deepest shade of their bronzer. It's the Deep Sundial in the shade Teak. So right now, we have not used a lot of products, but your face transforms. So we have primer, foundation, setting powder under our eyes, bronzer, blush. I feel like right now I could run out the door and it just looks so nice. So nice. Okay, I will not be on for a live tomorrow. Adam and I are going and volunteering at a local orphanage, and we're trying to get on the schedule for them of what things they need help with, and either how we can help with that, or how we can spread awareness for things they need, and just how we can go and personally help. So we're gonna be doing that tomorrow and another day later this week, because they have like a big Easter project for the kids and need some help. So we're gonna be helping there. So I'm really excited about that. It's something that's been on my list forever. I have gone on mission trips and helped out at orphanages before, but there's actually several close in our area, and they need help. And so I am going to try and work it into just our schedule, block off days, because I think it is important to do things that like fill your soul. Do you know what I mean? Like, and such a good perspective. But I think that it is really, when I used to work helping with like inner city kid ministry, we had kids that like weekly were really excited to see you, or, you know, it's like a way to brighten their week, and you can pour into them and love them and help speak into their purpose and like see qualities in them they may not see in themselves. And so I'm really, really excited just about getting to connect and help with that. I know they have some projects. I like purposely went out of my way to be like, how can we spread awareness about things that you need, and just different things. So if anyone else is ever interested in helping, like I know right now they don't have like a covered area or a playground for it gets so hot here, the playground equipment gets way too hot, and then it also rains a lot here, so they need a covered area and a playground. So I know that that's something in the future that they're going to be trying to like get funding for, and just different things. But I'm just going tomorrow just to see what we can help with, and like whether it's painting or playing games with the kids or whatever. So, all right, here we go. Are you still using Barboletta lash serum? My lashes are so long you feel like you need to trim them. Okay, if you're using Barboletta lash serum, if you go to CourtneySwan.com, I have a link for it, but it will make your lashes so long you literally will feel like you need to trim them. But you can go from doing it every single day if you feel like they're starting to get like too long, like they look like camel eyelashes. You can just go to every other day and see if that helps them not be quite so dramatic. But I love a good dramatic eye. Okay, so we're gonna start with this mauvey pink. We're going in with this Quiet Bloom palette. These colors are amazing. Have you ever seen those pages where they just take on projects or things and they're like, okay, we want to bless this person. We saw them walking down the street, like pushing a broken bicycle with like their groceries in it. We want to stop and help them, see what they need, and like get them a car or a bicycle that work. Like dreams. If I ever could have a page that was just strictly like, and I have a problem with this because I feel like if you're gonna bless someone, you know, like you bless them in private, like not get your reward in public, like that kind of thing. But I'm like, what if we all came together and we could do amazing things? I think that'd be amazing. But okay, that's just like our nice little base layer. I'm going to go in with this really beautiful dusty pink. and I'm gonna put it in the inner corner and on my lid. So this is the Quiet Blooms palette from Ophir. I forgot to ask people to share this video, but share this video, comment, share below, and I will give away one of these today. Like, on me. Sorry, I forgot. I'm the worst to ask people to share my videos. I love giving you guys like gifts, or I love that when you share with your friends, it's like literally the only way my business grows. So I love just thanking you for that, but I often forget to ask. Okay, so did that on the lid. Now I'm gonna go in with this like really bright pink, and I'm just gonna kind of tap right here in the outer corner. You also could use a fluffy brush for this, whichever one. Barely tap it, barely tap it. Whichever one, you're gonna get like a little softer look if you use a fluffy brush, and you get a more pigmented look if you use your finger. And that's a good rule for anything that you're doing. You're gonna get a more pigmented look if you use a sponge or your finger than you will a soft brush. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this, just like the dreamiest bright. Add a little more. This has kind of a darker tone to it, so I'm gonna add a little more drama. Now I'm gonna take this, and there's that pink. I'm gonna kind of put the pink over the shimmery part, and then add shimmer back over it. I just want it to be like pinker. I'm just gonna keep doing pinker. Can it even get pinker? And I typically do like one step at a time so that I can make them even. So I'll do this, then I'll go to this side, then I'll do this, then I'll go to this side. And I try and make them as even as possible, because if you do a whole eyeshadow look and then you're like, okay, now I want to make the other side match, it's almost impossible. So back and forth, back and forth. All right, now taking this light color and tapping it over that bright pink. And now that just kind of changes what it looks like. Just like the outside a little darker. Just play with it until you get it how you like it. Okay, that little bright pink color right in your inner corner, right in the inner corner. If you accidentally went under your eye, foundation, brush it off. These are so beautiful. Okay, now for under our eye area, I'm just gonna use like a much smaller, stiffer brush, and because if you use this, I mean you can, you just don't have as much control with a fluffy brush. So I'm gonna use a little smaller, so that's like a little, this is just a cheap brush off Amazon, like, and I always think you do like lighter and then can go in darker. So this is just like a little light brown that was at the top, and then I'm going to add the pink over it, but I want to get the color with this. You can really get in. If you don't have this, you could use a Q-tip. Okay, and then now we're going to go with that pink. You could also add in some orange if you like orange with this. Adding just the tiniest bit of plum right to the outer corner, just to open my eye up. A little bit of plum here. And the tiniest bit of that plum right there. Fluff it out. So tips would be less is best. Start with just the tiniest bit on your brush, apply it, blend it out how you like it. And then you can always add more. I just kind of look like, here's this bright pink. Like, does it have everything I want it to have? I feel like this is so cute. Typically when I do a really bold eye, I will do like a more neutral lip. So I've been trying to intermittent fast until about 12 or 1. By the time I'm getting really hungry is around when I'm going live. And so it really helps with cravings. If you're like, I want something delicious, I want something, just drink your TrimFit. You do need food. I mean, I'm not saying not to eat, but if you're trying to like space it out. I look like I'm 20. Thanks. Christian, my son will be 17 this year, so I'm definitely not 20, but I feel like it sometimes. Skincare. Do your skincare every day. Also, Ophir has skincare in their makeup. Has anyone noticed your skin got better when you switched to Ophir? Or is that just me? Also, just good skincare. I use Palmifera skincare and it has transformed my skin. So I tucked this top in, but you can tell me if you guys like it better. But I thought if it was tucked, maybe it like accentuates my very small waistline. Kidding. But that, you know, like it does accentuate the waist. Mascara. This is Ophir's Smudge Proof Comfortable Mascara. It is not the waterproof one. It's just the regular. And they did change the formula on this recently. And so now it's just a tubing mascara and it comes off very simply with just water. Originally, their original one, it was incredibly hard to get off. I always used Palmifera's Erase Pre-Cleanser, which I still use, but it's not like a necessity now. So if I don't have it in the shower or I'm just washing my face in the shower, then you can just completely use your like warm water and the mascara will just kind of come off. Rayanne, that's so exciting. She said, my skin has been a problem my whole life and Ophir has changed it. I love. Aw, I'm so glad you love it. Hi from Wyoming. I love Wyoming so much. Oh shit. Sugar snaps. Okay, don't be tempted to wipe it off right now. We're gonna let it dry and I'll show you how to get it off. You're just gonna take a spoolie and flick it once it's dry. If you do it now, you're gonna smear it everywhere. Oh. Okay, so Adam used his CPAP machine for the first time last night. Anyone else use a CPAP or have a husband with one? I was expecting, my papa had a CPAP and it sounded like that's the noise and the level in sound. So I was completely expecting like that, but he truly needs it. He like quits breathing throughout the night and it's terrifying. So, he also has a deviated septum and he can't really breathe through his nose. And at some point he really should get surgery, but for now we're starting with step 1 being the CPAP. But if you have any tips for it, his throat was so sore like middle of the night. He was like, I feel like I have strep throat. So he started it at level 4. It goes all the way up to 20. But I think because he can't breathe through his nose, it's like really messing up, like hurting his throat. So if anyone has tips, we're gonna have that looked at. Our insurance kicks in 1 week. So for me and him for down here. And like once our insurance kicks in, I think he should go and get like everything looked at, because, and maybe, I don't know, like his Oura ring, like every day, it's like you got 3 hours of sleep and not good sleep. And he's just not resting. And so he's tired. Ooh, Carabendy drink helped with your sleep apnea. That's amazing. But everyone was saying that if you get one, that it's like, oh, you're going to feel so much better. So I think we had an unrealistic expectation. We thought he would use it last night and he would just wake up this morning feeling like amazing. And instead he woke up this morning feeling like he has strep throat and like had tossed and turned all night. Oh, I didn't let it dry long enough. Use your spoolie, kind of wipe it off. Okay, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Take my little foundation brush. Maybe even a little sponge, because I can get in there better. I'm gonna have to add a little bit of that inner corner highlight back because I smudged it out. Oh, CPAPs in our experience kept making everyone sick, keeps bacteria in. Oh, great. I didn't even think we need to clean it. That sounds awful. I didn't think about it. Okay, how do you clean a CPAP machine? Okay, it takes getting used to, and then he won't want to go anywhere without it. Okay, I had no idea other people, I mean, I guess it's popular. It's definitely like in our house, like we need to get this under control. Don't want anything bad happening. All right. Let's do liner and cute neutral lip look today. Just have to find my things. Looking for the shade Nude Sickle. I feel like it's such a good color, but where, if I was me, where would I have put that? Huh, right there. And same with we're just gonna go in with like Berry, and which is a lip liner from Ophir, and we're gonna do an ombre lip look. And then I'm gonna go in with Nude Sickle, which is actually, I believe, an eyeliner, but I use their eyeliners a lot on my lips. Okay, so this palette, if you've been wanting it, you can save 30% with the code GLAM30. And I'm sure if you look at this, you're like, whew, that's a bold palette. But then you put it on and you're like, well, that's kind of fabulous. I feel like this one has a little bit more bright right here. So I'm gonna take that fluffy brush and just barely add in. Sometimes once you have your mascara on, you can kind of take a step back and be like, okay, do I need anything else to make them match? And then I feel like it has a little more of this right here. Right, let's do it. This is the shade Berry. Is this the shade Berry? No, this is Red Clay. Hang on. I was like, that doesn't look like berry to me. I want berry because I want it to pull some of the pink. What did I do with it? I literally looked at it. Well, here we go. I was like, that doesn't even look like it needs to be sharpened. Because when I pulled up berry, I was like, this needs sharpening. And then I got the Red Clay and I was like, doesn't even look that bad. Okay, here we go. berry. See how this one has like more of a plum than an orange? Okay, so I had something exciting that I learned this week during Easter that I had not heard before. Make sure he uses distilled water too. I don't even know if he added water to it. Maybe I should help him with this. Okay, so during Easter, there's a scripture that says that like the linens were where Jesus was in the grave, right? That the linens were not folded, but he took the cloth off of his face, folded it, and then left the tomb. And I was listening to someone speak on that when a king got it from a table, if he was done, he would crumble his napkin, and that meant take it away. But if he folded a napkin, that it meant I'm coming back. Is that not amazing? I feel like there are just so many little details of the Bible that you hear more and more about, and you're like, Jesus is in the details. You know what I mean? Like every little detail, like significant. Oh, distilled water for sure, distilled water. Hey, Adam. Just saw. Hey, can you come here? I don't even know if he added water. Hey, on your CPAP machine, did you... Here, come here, erase.
No.
Yes, it's so good.
It's not good.
No, everyone has got a CPAP machine. It's popular. Did you... It's popular.
Did I what?
Did you add distilled water?
No.
Did you add any water?
Yeah, tap water.
You can't use tap water.
That's what I used.
We can't do it.
Why?
Because you'll die.
What?
You get an amoeba. You have to use distilled water.
That has nothing to do... That's like a disease thing. This is a throat thing.
Okay, in the future we have to use distilled water.
Okay.
And what other tips did... okay. Everyone said if his throat is sore, it's because he has to use distilled water.
Really?
Yes. I mean, come look.
No, I mean, I believe you. I believe you.
Okay.
Distilled water?
Distilled water, anything. Oh, and you have to clean it often or you can get infections and
I
bacteria.
knew that part.
I didn't know.
I didn't know that. Yeah, oh yeah, you can... It'll mess you up.
So do you clean it with like Lysol
I
wipes?
don't know. The
Soap?
people before said like that you could send it in to get clean and all this stuff, but I think we can clean it here.
I think you're supposed to clean it every day.
No, there's no way. I'm not doing that.
You have to.
No, I just won't do it. I'm not cleaning something every day. I'm not washing hoses every day.
How often do you have to clean it?
Maybe once a week.
Someone said you can use tap water, but it's just not as good.
Oh.
But you need purified water because it's free of contaminants.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that has anything to do with
And
it. It felt
tap
like
water
I had
will
strep throat when I
clog.
woke up.
Tap water will clog your filter and make it dirty. Use distilled.
Okay.
Do you have a mouthpiece?
I got the whole face mask.
Is the whole thing. Okay, that's
I
it.
need to try a new face mask because this one...
It's
there's
like
no-
for babies almost. It's tiny.
There's no way it has to be that tight to get a seal.
His face mask is really tiny. Do they have other sizes? It's so tiny and it's really tight. Okay. Clean the parts with white vinegar. White vinegar.
What?
To clean the parts, you have to clean the parts with
Okay.
white vinegar. Okay. So, anyways, the napkin thing. So, like, I'm coming back. I'm not finished. Like, I'm coming. Like, it was just beautiful. Has anyone ever heard of that before? I had heard he folded. I never knew the significance. Never. Like, I've been in church my whole life. Never had heard the significance of a king folding a napkin, meaning I am coming back and that, like, I'm not done here. So beautiful. God is so good. Turn up humidity. Amy, I will have him do that. Thank you, guys. Renee, your husband's CPAP was recalled? Great. I'll keep an eye on that. Hey, Adam. Hey. Okay, they want to know, is your hose heated?
I've got this thing's top of the line. I don't know what's going on here with, I don't know.
I'm just curious, is your hose heated?
Is it heated hose?
Yes, does it feel warm?
I don't know, but it definitely has a plug, like an electric thing. I bet it is, because it's got a plug that goes in.
Okay. And Jennifer said they normally fit you for the mask at the doctor.
Well, it's tough because I live in Puerto Rico, so I had to order this thing. I did the sleep study in Chattanooga. They said I needed it, waited a year, and then ordered it here, and they shipped it to me.
Okay, so I would call them and tell them your mask is too tight, too tiny.
I'm going to.
Okay, oh, you're doing
But
great.
I don't, the message boards have said sometimes it takes months to get used to it. I'm not doing it again tonight because I woke up this morning and I thought that I had strep for real. Like it really hurt bad.
Anyways, we're gonna work on this. Okay, you're gonna kind of look like a clown, but you just want to do berry and you put creamsicle in the middle, and it looks a little silly, but trust the process. Michelle, I feel the same way. Every time I'm reading the Bible, I feel like I learn more. I learn things I didn't know, or like little details where I'm like, hey, I've read this over and over and I had no idea that this was a thing. Or to be honest, I have my Instagram pretty set. You can set things that you want to see more of. So I have like Bible, inspirational, scripture, like things that I want popping up in my feed. And so I actually learned sometimes, like that's how I'd heard about the whole napkin thing. I was like, what? It's amazing. Okay, so this made it just like a little lighter in the center. And I just used Pomifera. It's Happy Salve. It's like chapstick. This is berry. And I just kind of play with this until I get it the way I like it. Oh, they fitted you and it was wrong. Turn up the humidity, he won't have a sore throat. I need to go and like make notes. After the slide is over, it'd be like, turn up humidity, clean with white vinegar. He did not sleep good last night. No, not at all. And he might be a little irritated that I'm talking about it publicly, but he has a CPAP. I'll ask him when it's over. He might not have wanted anybody to know. I guess apparently I wasn't embarrassed by it because I'm like, we gotta get help on this. Maybe somebody here can fit him. Again, I just play with this until creamsicle, like, because once you put chapstick or lip gloss or anything over it, you kind of can move it around.
Hey, I've got a call with the accountant and then I'm going to go drop my car off. Do you want me to get you a coffee and you can meet me there? What's going on?
You're so far away, no one can see you.
What do they need to see? There's nothing
You're
to
so
see here.
cute.
I have sleep apnea.
That's what it is.
So that's what you guys have figured out. I have sleep apnea and it is a doozy.
It's so normal. So many people have it.
Got a haircut. Look how big my ears look.
You did. They really. What about your actual hair? Did it go short today?
No, I just told him to do nothing with it.
Oh.
Because he
Your
last
ears
time
don't look short. You think your beard being less big makes your ears?
just
They do not. They don't look big at all. Can you move your ears?
I don't even care. Huh?
Vada's been learning to move her ears. Can you move your ears? I can't do it.
I don't do people that move ears.
What if I
I
could?
don't do joke tellers.
Not true.
I love you.
Okay, yes to coffee always.
What do you want? What's your own head?
No, I get something different. I get something different almost every day. I probably need egg bites. Okay. That's what it is. He's a little. I did not know he would be irritated that I said that he has sleep apnea. But there's only one other thing that I know he would be irritated about, and I can't tell you what it is or else he'd be so mad. But he specifically was like, do not tell anybody about this. And it's like, I don't think it's embarrassing at all, but he feels embarrassed by it, so I can't tell you. But that's the only, like, living your life kind of publicly, you know, you have things that you're like, oh. But then he'll come on and he'll be like, so let me tell you about my nail fungus. So I'm like, why would I have thought sleep apnea would be something you're insecure about when you get on and you talk about nail fungus? How would I have known? Mary laugh is so funny. I'm just going in with pink. I'm gonna show you a full outfit here in a second. I'm like, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's like a medical condition. You can't help it. He has a broken nose and he can't really breathe well and he has sleep apnea. No need to be embarrassed. We're friends. And we all care. Whew. Tangle. Let me fix that and I'll show you an outfit look. Okay, if you've been wanting to try Ophira's makeup, it is so good on. I have no filter, by the way. I don't ever use filters doing lives. So, oh, I'm gonna need something. And so this is just how good the makeup is. Like seriously, it's so good. Okay, these little pants are off of Amazon and they like hit in a really nice way. I'm 5'4". They are a little long on me. I'm gonna wear like a tiny platform. They're not too long that you can't see my feet, but I'm 5'4". They are really snatched to the waist, and I just think that they look like free people pants, but they're not. But they are really cute on. I'm wearing a large. They do not have a lot of they're denim, so not really much stretch. But I love how they fit on. I honestly feel like I need like a lasso, like round them up, girls. Like, yes, we all just want to take care of him. Like, how's it going? Want to make sure you don't have a sore throat. Want to make sure you don't die. Like, I don't want you to get a bacteria or a flesh-eating amoeba because we use, you know, have you heard about that happening? People used like a neti pot with just tap water, and then they got an amoeba in their brain, and it killed them. Don't want that to happen. That's why you have to use like the solutions. It's like so many things to worry about. These are my natural eye color. Just sometimes, some days they look bluer than others depending on what I wear. When my hair is dark like this, my eyes tend to look bluer because of the contrast than when my hair's blonde. But I did have purple colored contacts when I was like in 8th grade. Other than that, that's the only time I've done colored contacts. I wouldn't be against trying like green or brown. I take that back. I did order off of like Temu colored contacts once, and then I got them in and I was trying to put them in, and they didn't even look like they were like actual colored contacts. And I was like, I'm not sure this is safe. So, but no, they're my eyes. Okay. Your hair's looking kind of stringy. I'm just out of hairspray. Okay, I put the links in the description of this video. You can save 30% on Ophir with the code GLAM30. If you need TrimFit ingredients, you can save 25% with the code Courtney Swan. If you needed the GLP-1 like peptides for weight loss, you can save using the link in the description of the video, or 10% with a subscription. Pomifera for Happy Salve, what else? Launch for hair care, link to the jeans. If you can't see links anymore, just drop word me. I'll send them to you. And I think that's it for today, friends. I'm gonna go look at a house. Cannot believe we're looking at a house. And we'll see if we end up selling our house that we're currently in, or we might just be here for a long time. So, but that's at least what we're up to today. And hope you have the best day. If you've been wanting to try this palette, you will not be disappointed. It is the Viral Quiet Blooms palette by Ophir. So, anyways, happy Tuesday. Love you guys.